Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Kensthetic with the Kensthetics, and I'm here with you guys today with another day of Vlogmas 2021. So as you guys can see, we're doing a sit down video today. I wanted to do a chit chat and just talk to you guys about different topics that I feel like have helped me and have contributed to me growing into more of a mature woman throughout 2021. So we're gonna speak about relationships, we're gonna speak about business, we're gonna speak about so many different things. So if you guys are interested in hearing my little chit chat, then go ahead and keep on watching. Before we get started, do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit that red subscribe button down below, and turn on your bell notifications because I'm doing Vlogmas 2021. So I'll be posting new videos every day from December 1st to December 25th. So make sure your bell notifications are on so you guys never miss an upload, period. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy it. Drop a comment down below. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So before we get into the chit chat, I did want to address today's look. So my hair is in this day 3 twist out that I achieved using a mousse. So I recorded it, but I didn't like it, so I'm gonna record it again. But you guys are getting a video on this hair. My hoops are from this black owned earring company. It's called Hoop Mob. So it's just these hoops, and then it has like this little Jordan charm on it. And you guys know I'm a sneakerhead, so I had to get these. My lippy is Mente Cosmetics liquid lipstick. It's the pink color. I don't remember the name, but I'll put it on the screen and link it down below. And I topped it off with Patrick Ta. She's an influencer. And then I just have on this red sweater just because I just felt like it was festive and it just went with the aesthetic of today's video. So yes, that is today's look. So we're gonna just jump right into it because I have so many things on my chest that I'm like, I just want to sit down here and just talk to you guys about just things, okay? Just things. So the first thing that I wanted to speak about were relationships, and not relationships with like a significant other, relationships with your friends. So in 2021, I feel like I learned more about the value of friendships and learned to just appreciate my friends more than I did before. So with 2021, I feel like a lot of people felt more comfortable speaking openly about, like, you know, their mental health or just things that they're dealing with. And with that, it just made me appreciate my friends more, appreciate spending time with them more, and all of that. So I feel like I'm at a point now, I can confidently say this, that my friends around me are my friends. Everyone around me, I'm not side-eyeing anyone. I'm not questioning like, are they really my friend or not? Everyone around me right now is solid. And to me, I don't feel like I have that many friends. I have different groups of friends, yes I do, but I feel like I don't have like a ton of different friends compared to before. At least before, I feel like I had too many friends. I'm just like, where do I go? How do I keep up? Like, who's who, who's real, who's not, who's here, who's not. But now everyone around me, I don't have to question them. So in general, I feel like that's very important with friends, to know that you're around people who you never have to question. You never have to question their intentions. You never have to question whether they're like supporting you. You never have to question whether they're hating on you or they're jealous of you or they're envious, any of that. So I'm very comfortable and confident with the friends that I have around me now. And also with 2021, I think I mentioned this in a video that I did similar to this last year, that I really have learned to not confuse the length of a relationship with the strength of a relationship. Never ever allow the length of a relationship to define the strength of a relationship. And that's with anything. That's with your significant other, that's with friends, that's with family. Just know that you can know someone for 15 years and they can do something grimy to you, because as people, we grow, we evolve, and it may not always be in a positive direction. It can be in a negative direction too, and I feel like we tend to forget that. So even though you met somebody 15 years ago, and when you met them 15 years ago, they were your best friend, they were your BFF, y'all were ride or die, y'all were connected at the hip, that does not mean that 15 years later you guys are both in places where you guys are still compatible to that effect or to that measure. You know what I'm saying? So with me, there's people who I met recently and I feel like I've known them forever. There's people who I met like via social media and then like I meet them in person and it's just like, oh, da 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 da. But never confuse and never allow the length of your relationships to define the strength of your relationship. So yes, with friends, I don't really have like too much to speak about. I don't want to, I'll speak about it, but no tea, no shade. I did lose some friends, and I don't want to say lose some friends because to me, thinking back on it, I'm like, these people weren't really my friends. So I don't want to sit here and say like, you know, I lost a friend. It's more so that people show their true colors. And I tweeted this the other day. I said I love when people show their true colors, whether it's good or bad, because it just makes my life easier. Okay, when you show me who you are, I no longer have to question who you are. I no longer have to question your intentions. I no longer have to, you know, pull teeth trying to figure out like, what is it? Where are we? Like, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? So when people show their true colors, believe them. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. Don't try to be like, no, but they did so and so, and no, because I knew them from this, and no, da da da. When people show you their true colors, believe them. Okay? And that's something that it took me some time to learn too, because I'm like, that person isn't like that. That person would never do that. And then next thing you know, guess what? It come biting me in my ass. Okay? So that's another thing too I've learned is you cannot vouch for people. So you know how people are with you, but that doesn't mean they're that same way with everyone else. And I say that all the time because we have those friends who would sit there with us and be like, niggas ain't shit, I'm not talking back to him, da 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 da. And then next thing you know, they laid up beside them. You call them on FaceTime, they laid up right beside the same man that they was just talking about. So I feel like it just showed me like it's really, it happens with friends too. Like a friend could be different with another friend, but with men or significant others, baby, the switcheroo is real. Just know that you really can't vouch for anyone. That's what I learned. And you really just have to take people for what they are and believe who they are. So that's what I want to say about relationships. When it comes to friendships, that's what I've learned. That's where I am currently after everything that I dealt with this year. So yeah. The next thing I wanted to speak about is business. So in case you guys don't know, if you guys are new, hey girl, hey boy, hey, make sure y'all subscribe. I have a 9-to-5 job, but I'm also a digital creator. So you guys may see me posting consistently on Instagram, consistently on YouTube, and you guys may be like, oh, like I could have sworn this was her full-time job. Like she does this and I do this, but I also do my job. So I do have a 9-to-5 job. I am a financial consultant, but this year I really took a focus on my personal brand because Kensthetic is not just my YouTube channel. Kensthetic is not just my Instagram. Kensthetic is me. It's my personal brand, and I want it to grow to so many different things. But the foundation of that is making sure that I have my ducks aligned. Okay, I need my ducks to be in a row. I need everything to be together. So this year I never spoke about it just because I just felt like it has to get done. Like it's something that has to be done. So now I speak about it, but I don't know how to explain it. But I did form my LLC. So Kensthetic LLC is a thing. That's me. I am that is me, and I'm that girl. Okay. I am. But yeah, I formed my LLC. And I really just been taking my business more seriously because long term I know where I want to be, or I know where I would like to be. So throughout time I have to put in the work to get there. So with business this year, a couple of things that I learned. One, you have to make sure that you have all your sugar honey iced tea together. Okay, you cannot expect to be, or maybe you can, I don't know, but to me, the way that I'm doing things and the way that things are going, you cannot expect to be in a big place without putting in the work, right? So a lot of times, and I'm just gonna say this, no tea, no shade, but a lot of times I feel like people come up because they're so-and-so's baby mother, they're so-and-so's friend, they're so-and-so's this, they're associated with this person. And I realized something the other day. I'm like, I've never wanted to be that person, and I'll do like certain things. I don't know if y'all people are not, but I never want to be like, oh, Kensthetic is this person because of this, or Kensthetic is this person because of, no, Kensthetic is this person because Kendra put in work. Kensthetic is that person because Kendra busts her ass to be where she is, okay? I never want people to ever be able to open their mouths and say like, I put her on, or she's where she is because of me. I know that I'm going to be in a great place, and I know that I'm going to get there. So whether you want to be with me or not, or whether you want to guide me or not, or whether you want to accept me or not, I'm gonna get there. So I just never really want to put myself in a place where somebody's able to say that Kensthetic is Kensthetic because of me. That's what I say all of that to say, right? So yes, I have been putting in the work that I know is going to benefit me in the future. And something else that I learned besides the whole, like, you know, you gotta put in the work, because we all know that, is a lot of people look for shortcuts. And I told you guys in my recent life update, that's why I don't post about me working out anymore. That's why I don't post influencer chats on my YouTube channel anymore, because people always are looking for a cheat code. People are always looking for what's the easiest way that I can do this to get here, and that shouldn't be our thought process, okay? It shouldn't be. I feel like social media has made it seem and appear like it's so easy to get from A to Z, and it's like, no, you have to bust your ass to get from A to Z. You have to put in that work to get from A to Z. So there's no shade, no tea once again, but there's no class that you can purchase. There is no book that you can read. There's no website that you can visit in order to figure out what you have to do to like blow up, or what you have to do to like be successful. You have to put in the work. You can read all the books, you can visit all the websites, you can attend all these classes, but at the end of the day, if you don't put in the work, you are not going to be where you want to be. And that's just a fact, period. Even today, somebody commented on one of my older videos and they were like, oh, is there a website, so I'm charging my phone, but is there a website that I can go to like find brands, or like find connections to brands? And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, it's not that easy. It's really not. I tried to make it easy. I did post a video about that, but there's no cheat code to it. You have to put in the work. You have to put in the research. You know what I'm saying? So yes, just know that you have to put in the work. That is what I learned, and that's something that was frequently said by me in 2021. I'm like, there's no cheat code. I tell people all the time, you have to put in the work. That's it. You have to put in the work. You have to put in the time. You have to be confident in yourself. You have to be able to take risks. There's so many different things that you have to do. Next tip is that you cannot do the same thing and expect different results. You cannot do the same thing and expect different results. So strategy is very important, and I feel like people skip strategy and just go straight to execution. And strategy isn't something that you put together and it's done. Strategy is something that has to be changed. You have to be able to pivot. You have to be able to, like, you know, make adjustments depending on different factors that are affecting what you're doing in the industry that you're working in the industry you're trying to get into. You have to be able to pivot. So if you are a business owner, if you are a content creator, if you are any type of like creative, make sure that you have your strategy together, okay? There's so many times that I share advice, or I say things, or I just comment on things, and people are like, I never thought about that, or I never knew I had to do that. And that's fine, but at the same time, when you say those things like in response to me, I'm expecting you to take that and, like, you know, run with it, do what you have to do with it. So as I mentioned in my life update, I don't offer, or I don't do influencer chats on my channel anymore. I provide services. So if you guys visit my website, quick plug, kensthetic.net/services, I do provide services. If you are a small business and you need like financial help, or, you know, bookkeeping help, or just getting your finances started like from the beginning, I can assist with that. If you are an influencer and you're probably stuck like, damn, I'm not growing, like what can I do? I can help with that. If you are a content creator, you don't have a media kit and you don't know how to set up your rates, I can help you with that. Visit my website and it will direct you to send me an email with details on the service you're seeking. Quick little plug. But yes, I've grown so much in a business mindset this year that 2022 is not ready for me, okay? I'm letting you guys know that 2022 is not ready for me the way that I feel, and I know that I'm going to take off. So yeah, that's what I learned this year as far as business. The next category I want to get into, I don't want this video to be too long either, so this will be the last one, and we'll probably do like a part 2 if you guys like it. But the next thing that I wanted to speak about is prioritizing yourself And that is something that I really took into consideration this year, because you always look out for people, and to me it's like a subconscious thing, just because that's how I grew up. Like, you want to make sure people are good, you want to make sure that people are like, you know, together and like they're doing well, because as I mentioned, like a lot of times people are going through things and they don't speak about it. So I'm very like, how are you doing? Like, do you need help with anything? Just checking in. I'm that type of person. But I learned that, and this goes with the whole friends thing, like people don't reciprocate that energy when it comes to you. You can only check in on you the way that you want to be checked in on. So to me this year, I took time to really understand what I like, what I appreciate, what I like to do for myself, and run with that. Okay, so some things that I learned is that I'm very into my health. So I transitioning to being vegan slash what is it called, flexitarian. I eat chicken here and there, but it's not like an everyday thing. It's probably like once a week or once a month. But I have been transitioning my diet to be more vegan, and I feel better. Like, I feel so much more energized. I just feel like a better person from inside out, you know what I'm saying? So I changed my diet. I've been more consistent with working out. This is the most consistent I've ever been across the year with working out. You know, there's times where I fall off, but for the most part I've been consistent, and I've just been taking more time to practice self-care. So that's probably why you guys have been seeing more like self-care routines or self-care tips here on my YouTube channel, just because that's really what I'm doing. Like, my YouTube videos and my YouTube life and what you guys see is really what I'm doing. Obviously, you know, I hold back some things because I don't want to share everything like with the internet, but at the same time, what y'all see is what I'm doing. So if y'all see self-care videos, guess what? I'm practicing self-care more. I've also started reading more books, because also I learned, or I realized, like, when you're not in school and you aren't being like constantly fed information, you have to find ways to keep yourself informed. You have to find ways to keep educating yourself. You have to find ways so that you can keep learning. And with me, I feel like books is going to do that for me. Books that I read are like books that are like inspirational, books that are going to change my mind about things, books that are going to open my mind about different things too. So I've been more into that. But just taking the time to understand like what I like and actually doing it and doing it for myself has been something else that's been helping your girl out in 2021 and making me be a better woman or whatever. But that's it for this video. That's all I wanted to speak about. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I hope you guys found this video insightful. If there's anything that stood out to you in today's video, please comment down below and let me know. What lessons have you learned in 2021 that you feel like have been, you know, forming you into a better person so that you can take off in 2022 too? Comment down below and let me know. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you guys come back tomorrow for another day of Vlogmas 2021. Subscribe, thumbs up, comment down below. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next upload.